Watch, we try to track and monitor the activities of Parliament as a way of increasing transparency and accountability of the institution. But what you learn is that it's not enough to track and it's not enough to share information. It's very important to make sure that there's a connection and a link between the members of Parliament that you're tracking and whose progress you're following and the constituents, because especially in a country like Uganda, you find that there's been a great de-link or disconnect between citizens and what their members of Parliament are doing.
Beyond all of the programs that we support through the public affairs section at the U.S. Embassy, the Parliament Watch is easily my favorite. I think it's an amazing solution. It's an inexpensive solution. One of the challenges that the United States faces in its democracy is similar to the challenge that you all face here in Uganda, and that is, how do we get our citizens to engage more in their democracy?
We have a problem of the health in the community, especially the children affected with nodding syndrome. Recently, I just went to Bade district. I found many women going to the health center of Ada. They did not find any health workers at the health center, and there was actually no drug for the nodding syndrome. And some of them went as far as buying the tablets from the clinic. And some parents who cannot afford to buy the drug from the clinic actually went back home without any medicine for the children. I would want to know from the medical stores, whether from the government, whether those drugs are still in place or not.
When they talk about reproductive health, I know of one case where I think it is also stated in court, where a woman died before she was handled. She was not handled at all, and that woman happened to be the wife of a policeman, and I think that's why then the police took it very seriously. I sometimes visit and talk to the director, Gulu Regional Hospital. It is right that the number of staff is wanting, and it is not just the making of Gulu Regional Hospital only. It is a challenge which is across the board. And from time to time, they think that, we think that there is a bit of improvement in that area.
Over 37% of women have reported of facing this sexual discrimination at work. Why is it so? If these women refuse to give in, they are denied the job. And if they refuse, they go back out there doing a lot of nothing. There is nothing, no job to take care of their children and their husband, their family.
Every legislation in Parliament, every motion in Parliament has a bearing on a woman in one way or the other. It has a bearing on a woman in the social, economic, psychological, and political life. And therefore, I would like to shift this debate to a different level. I think let's not just look at it as women fighting for women interests. I rather think that we look at it from an ideological point of view. There are men who are actually ideologically fighting for women interests, for women issues. Because, for me, I look at a woman as equal to family. And when I look at the family minded a woman, I see a broken family. And therefore, a broken society.
And on the women's ownership of resources, let me say, after the post-war, on the issue of land and then other resources and responsibilities, men have left responsibilities to women. Gone are the days when ownership of children and ownership of resources and other responsibilities where others were on men. But nowadays, if you see, there are many single mothers. We need to ask ourselves, why are there many single mothers? What is happening? Our MPs or our government should work on the policies of handling and then ownership and giving responsibilities, and above all on the issue of reproductive health. Thank you.
We had the HIV/AIDS bill, now an act, that WOPA as an association moved an amendment to exclude pregnant women from issues to do with the compulsory or what the bill was proposing, notification to partners in case you're found to be HIV positive. There are many milestones in the HIV/AIDS bill that we managed to amend. There are also very many other laws that we amended to ensure that in each of the authority or each of the laws that came and was enacted, there was a clear gender representation in either the board or the authority.
I think legislation is very critical, especially where we need more women in parliament, where we need more voices, and where we need women that can deliberate on issues that are going to impact on the community and bring out issues that affect women, children, men, and generally the entire community.